I'm Jason. This is, I don't know if I think I'm going to call it Vaping for Dummies. I haven't really decided yet. I'm just going to go through a couple of things today, you know, that might not be important to you, but, you know, I kind of enjoy, you know, and things I like and things you might need, just simple stuff. You know, my page ain't really going to be about, you know, it's not going to be like Rip Trippers where I'm trying new things all the time, you know. It's just going to be pretty much like my life as a vapor. I'm going to talk about some of the things that I use today. Some of the things, you know, I'll probably mention some things that I don't have, but, you know, that are good to have. So let's get it started. I've said a few of my other videos that I use the profile. That's my RDA of choice. So when I first started, I used Firebolt cotton, and then I used G-Taste. You know, and it's got the shoelace tips on them, but they're small. And you know, I don't know. I really didn't care for them. They were a pain in the ass. Plus, you get 20 in each bag. All right. So if you got to use 4 to wick your profile one time, that means you get to wick it 5 times. So I started buying the Wotofo and the Vandy Vape cotton, and you only have to use one of these, and you get 10 per 10 per bag, 10 per case. And it's also easy to do because you get the little shoelace looking thing. So, you know, if you're gonna use profile, that's what you use. I mean, I wouldn't recommend those if you're gonna use like a drop dead or anything like that you're gonna have like these kind of coils, because the shoelace is way too thick. You know, you'll have to end up tearing it apart. So for things like this, Firebolt, G-Taste, Cotton Bacon, stuff like that. So let's also talk about, alright, if you're going to start using RDAs, you're going to need a kit. You know, like just different tools, you know, and they come with things, you know, they come with like a little screwdriver, shit like that, but, you know, I use this. It's by Cobalt, and it's got, you know, like little needle nose pliers. It's got snips. It's got these little curved things, you know, and these are good for RTAs when you gotta put that cotton down into the wicking port. So, you know, it's good to have one of these. And this is about $15, I think it was, 15, 20 bucks. So, yeah. Still using that Razzle Dazzle. I like it. It's pretty good. So, yeah, like I said, I drip that. Sorry, I got a runny nose. I don't know why. And it probably don't help that I'm doing this because it's a liquid, so like whenever you blow it through your nose, you got liquid in your nose, you know. So a few more things I wanted to talk about today is like, okay, if you're gonna use RDAs, you're gonna want to use a liquid that's got a thicker VG. You know, like you'll see on them, like here on the sides. Not all of them will have this, but you know, the good ones do. It shows the ratio, what it's made of. And if you're going to use RDAs and RTAs, you're going to want to find something with a thicker VG. You know, like this is 75-25. It's the same with this. And then like if you go on Vape Wild, you can order. You know, you can pick your ratio on that. Jam Monster, I think they just, you know, you really don't get to pick. But in Vape Wild, you know, it's got the menu of, you know, how much nicotine you want, if you want a max VG, if you want 65-35, or if you want 50-50. And I've always found that, you know, the thicker the VG, the better, because it'll stick in that cotton. Alright, and, you know, with the, you know, that's how it looks on the inside. So, another thing too, I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, you guys. You know, like I said, I'm new to this, but, when you buy a profile RDA, it comes with, you know, it comes with 2 coils and 2 mesh strips. It's going to come with 2 of the Wotofo mesh strips. Now, I recommend that if you buy a profile, you go ahead and you order these next mesh. It's way better because I like to run my profile on my squonks. I like to run them about 70 watts, and the ones that come with it, I think the highest you can run them is like 60, 65, and you know, they're not that great. You know, the Wotofo, I mean, they come out with the profile. You think they would make a, you know, good fucking mesh strip for it, but they don't. Now, if you buy the Unity, the RTA, the profile RTA, it comes with 2 next mesh strips, but the RDA don't. I don't know why. So, yeah, if you're going to order the RDA, go ahead and order, you know, a pack of these. I think they're like $8. And, you know, you get 10 in there, and they last forever. I bought this like, I'd say like 2 or 3 months ago. I still got 3 or 4 in there. And I got 1, 2, 3, I got 4 profiles that I run. So, you know, I mean, they last forever. And people say, oh, a month or 2. No, yeah, you know, you can make them last longer, as long as you take care of them. Every time I re-wick my profiles, I take them out, I straighten them, and I, you know, scrape all the black or whatever, you know. I scrape them, then I put them back in, and I, you know, burn them a little bit, you know. And about 12, 13, what I'll do, like I said, I take the cotton out, I scrape them, I put them back in, and then I turn it to about 12, and I just a couple of times, and yeah, they're good. Yeah, okay. Now, like I said, if you order like Jam Monster, it's $75.25, and it's the same. There's a newer company. I think they're newer. They're called Centerfold Vapes, and that's their little gimmick. All their juices have like a little girl on them, and they, you know, it's supposed to be like a centerfold, and they got different names like Jinx, and then there's like Betty, and just different flavors. But they're $75.25 too. And this one here is Jinx. She's a key lime flavor, and not too bad. I got it because I like Sad Boy's key lime butter cookie, or not butter cookie, key lime cookie. And I thought maybe it would taste the same, and they don't. I mean, they're nothing alike. I'm not saying this is bad, but it's nothing like key lime cookie. The key lime cookie is just awesome. This ain't too bad, but to me, I don't know if anybody else that's tried it tastes it, but it's got like a menthol kind of taste to it. So, yeah, if you're going to use the RDAs, try to find juices that have a higher VG to them. Now, you can use something else, but you're going to have to, you know, keep that cotton wet. You know, you're going to, if you're using squonk, you're going to have to squonk a bunch. If you're a dripper, you're going to have to drip. So, another thing that, you know, like I said, I don't want to beat a dead horse or anything, but they're trying to do this flavor ban. Alright, and I've talked about it quite a bit lately. You know, not just on my videos, but just to people, anybody that'll listen. Alright, what they're wanting to do is ban the flavors, because they're trying to say that us adults don't like flavors. Now, like I said, all my flavors are, you know, like candies and desserts, you know. So, if they do this, if they ban these flavors, this is what we're going to be left with. Tobacco flavors. And, these tobacco flavors suck. I tried this, I got this not too long ago. I tried this last night for the first time. I put 2 drops in my dripper. And when I took a puff off of it, it about killed me. I mean, I was coughing. It was like back when I smoked, when I'd wake up in the morning and just couldn't breathe. It winded me. This is terrible. This is not what we want. We want to keep our flavors. So, yeah. And another thing I want to try to do down the road, if I can get, you know, my views up and people, you know, I got four subscribers. Ooh. I'm kind of excited about that. You know, I looked at that today. That made my day. I was happy. I want to try to do some giveaways, but, you know, if for some reason I do a giveaway and you win, you're going to have to prove to me that you're 21. You know, I'm not going to contribute to no minors. So you're going to have to email me a copy of your ID, something along that lines. I've also been trying to get some companies to help me out a little bit. I emailed Vape last night. I emailed Voopoo. I emailed Vape. I also found a guy here in town. He's got a couple of RDAs for sale. He's got a recurve and a dead rabbit and a drop. And I asked him what he wanted for him. I don't know. I think he's a little fucking loopy because he told me for the recurve and the dead rabbit he wants $60. And I mean, I'm pretty sure I could buy him brand fucking new for a lot cheaper than that. So I'm gonna look into it a little bit more. But if I can get some of these companies to send me some of this shit, I wouldn't mind, you know, doing some videos. And you know, if I fail, I fail. But you know, shit. Like I said, we're learning together. I also want to try the Kylan M. It's not new, but it's newer. I'd like to try that out and see how that works. I did have the Profile Unity. I used that for a couple months. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things where if you didn't wick it perfectly, it leaked. And like I remember one time, me and my ex we went to Owensboro, Kentucky for something, and I ended up setting it sideways and it leaked everything out of it. So I was stuck without my vape and, you know, an hour and a half away from home. So the Kylan is at top airflow and it's supposed to be leak proof. So I want to give it a try. If I can't get them to send me one, I'll order one. I might even just go the cheapo route and order one from Fast Tech because they got the clones, and the clones are, you know, a lot of times the clones are exactly the same. Like I had a clone profile, clone profile RDA, and it was exactly the same. There was nothing different about it. So I might just go that route, you know. I mean, until I can maybe get a little bit more of a, you know, bigger following, get some people to send me some shit. You know, I'd like to also start doing like videos where I try out juices for the first time, you know, like on video, you know, so I can give you my honest opinion. Because I've had some fucking juices that were just, you know, gross. Like Vape Wild's Frappapow, I think it's called. It was like a Frappuccino flavor. I tried that. That fucking shit could gag a maggot. That shit was disgusting. It ruined my, I had a brand new fucking coil in there and it ruined it. You know, I could not vape anything else out of it. Brand new fucking coil. I had to throw it away. Yeah, I'd like to, I don't know, I'd like to see where I can go with this. You know, I ain't got nothing else to do. You know, I'm single now. You know, I don't see that changing anytime soon, because I'm a little picky on who I date. You know, so I don't know. I you know, I went from having a pretty busy life, you know, wife, kids, all that shit, to nothing. You know, I got my daughter, but you know, she's 11 years old. You know, she could take care of herself pretty much throughout the day. So I'd like to see where I could take this. I don't know if there's anything else I want to talk about. Oh, and another thing too, if you're not going to be able to get one of these kits, you know, like tool sets, just make sure you have tweezers, scissors, like a mini screwdriver. Now, when you get the profile, let's see, they send this little thing with, yeah, that, but it sucks. I don't like it. So I found this, and it seems to work a lot better. This little screwdriver like this, it works real good. And then, let's see what else. Oh yeah, always have a little flathead. Have one of those. These come in handy too. You know, just make sure you have, you know, backups. You know, I have the kit I showed you, the little tool pouch I carry everywhere with me. But I also, you know, keep this little side kit with me, you know. And then I also, you know, keep these little burlap sacks, you know, I get from my beard oils and stuff. You know, they come in handy too. I keep, like, all my, like, sometimes I'll just change out coils before they're bad, just, you know, because if I want to try a new flavor, I want to have a fresh coil in there. So I always keep my old, if the coil ain't burned out, I keep it. You know, I'll put it in a little Ziploc bag and I'll keep it. So, also, I don't know if it's just me, you know, I mentioned in my group that I'm in the other day, I always keep all the bottles too. Always keep your vape juice bottles, you know, because you don't want to have to drag out. Like if you're just going, you know, for the day, you don't want to be driving around with these big ass bottles. So, you know, keep your bottles with you. These little ones, even these little 10 mils. I always keep these too. I mean, these little ones, you know, you never know, you can use them. I mean, you know, recycle. Always have enough batteries too, and battery chargers. I was stupid, and at first I just bought a dual charger, and hell, now I got a 4-bay, a 2-bay, and a 6-bay. You know, make sure you have plenty of fucking batteries. Keep your batteries charged. You know, it sucks when you go to leave the house and you hit your button and you're like, oh shit, my battery's almost dead. You know, and you fucking don't have any charged. Keep all of them charged. Like every night right when I go to bed, I throw all my batteries in the charger. Because for some reason, I don't know why, but vape batteries, they seem to take longer to charge than normal batteries would. You know, at least 4 or 5 hours. So, I'll throw them in, and then usually I'm getting to be old, so I get up in the middle of the night to pee or something. I'll check them, and if they're charged, I pull them out. Always unplug your charger too when you're done. So, let's see, I think I covered just about everything I wanted to cover. Oh, I'm a dork. I love my vapes. I do. I mean, what would you rather, you know, would you rather smell like a fucking nasty ashtray or like a fucking lemon cookie or key lime or peanut butter and jelly? I mean, I don't know. Fucking, they sell cigarettes everywhere. They're talking about banning vapes, you know, fucking, I hooked up with this girl a couple weeks ago, and I went to her house, and, oh, I walk in and just fucking reeked of smoke. I mean, it was fucking disgusting. Could have turned my stomach. And I just thought, man, is that how I fucking smelled? That's disgusting. And I remember, like, my wife would come in the room and after smoking or something and kiss me, and it was ugh. I mean, I loved her. I love her. Don't get me wrong, but it was gross. You know? And to think that, you know, that's how I smelled, and ugh, I just couldn't do it. So, yeah. I think I went over just about everything. Hopefully, like I said, I can keep these videos going. Hopefully I can start doing things in these videos instead of just talking. Get on Facebook. If you're 21 and over, get on Facebook and go to the search up top and type in Vape space 21 and over, or 21 plus. Join our group, and then there's little things you can click on, and you can go in and vote against this flavor bans that are going on. Also, like I said, you know, you can get some pretty good deals in there. You know, she posts some good shit. You know, good hardware sales, juice sales, coil sales. I mean, if there's any sale going on, our group has it on the page. Somebody's going to post it. Any good fucking deals going on, you'll find it on our page. I mean, that's what it is. It's, you know, it's a bunch of us vapors, you know, talking about shit, asking questions. Don't ever feel stupid about asking a question. If you want to know something, ask. You know, we're all here to learn and help each other. That's what it's about. You know, you're not going to get made fun of. No questions too stupid. You know, I mean, well, yeah, there are some stupid questions, but nobody's going to make you feel stupid. So just, you know, learn. Now, like I said, I've been vaping 8 months. I think I've come pretty far in 8 months, but, you know, I want to keep learning. I want to keep, you know, building my knowledge. I'd like to fucking be able to make my own coils someday. I'd like to, you know, just, hell, it'd be cool someday fucking, you know, I could have something named after me. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever go that far, but I'd really like to, you know, and I'd like, you know, I like to just keep learning, make more friends, and just, you know, like I said, I love it. I mean, I used to give vapors a bad rap. I used to make fun of them. I did. I used to make fun of vaping. I used to say some of the crazy shit. I used to have, like, if you go on my Facebook about a year and a half ago, I had, like, memes making fun of vapors. And now I am one. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to end this here. If you want to, you know, get some good deals, you want to help us stop this flavor ban, get on our fucking page and fill out the, you know, I don't know if she asked questions or not. You know, like I said, I was, you know, one of the I click on this little thing on the top and it says I was a founding member, which I don't remember. So I know we've had a couple of groups, and one we ended up leaving because the guy that started it was a fucking crazy bastard. So she started a new one, and I know I was one of the first members to join, but yeah, just get on there and sign up. I don't think there's any questions. If there are, I mean, just answer them the best you can, and can't wait to meet you guys and, you know, answer some of your questions. You guys can answer mine. Don't ever fucking feel stupid. I mean, if you see me on there, send me a message if you want to ask me something. You know, I'm here to help, you know, and learn and whatever. So hopefully, like I said, I hear from you guys soon. Vape on.